I'm Marcia Camargo. I'm in Sweden right now, but I'm Brazilian and I'm here in the comfort of my house. But I need you to take some minutes to understand what is happening to Yanomami people in Brazil. It's a question of humanity, and we all need to spread information to help each other. Not only help Yanomami, but help climate changes. I am not going to put shocking images or photos because of respect towards their people. But just take some minutes, please, and listen to this and help me spread information. Who hasn't heard of the name Yanomami ethnic group in Brazil recently? There is a humanitarian crisis happening with the Yanomami people. Humanity owns a historic debt with indigenous people who preserve the environment and help contain the effects of climate change. We have to help that debt to be paid in the name of the planet's survival. But what can I do? Like spread information. This is one of the things I can help with. Now let's understand. The Yanomami territory covers around 1,092 square kilometers, located on both sides of Brazil and Venezuela in the Amazon region. There is more than 20,000 prospectors, gold miners, extracting metals and precious stones in the region. These gold miners, in addition to polluting the rivers throughout the pollutants from their activity and reducing resources for fishing and hunt in a high-scale level, reduces the resources of native fauna. In addition, they carry diseases that the indigenous population there is not used to and leads to many deaths because their immune system is not prepared to face it. So you can say, wow, the forest is huge. Are all the Yanomami people going through this? Okay, there are around 250 indigenous villages inside this territory, and the answer is no. Not all indigenous from that region are going through this, but many villages are experiencing this calamity situation with many cases of malnutrition caused by illegal mining. Illegal mining has been taking place since the 70s. But what we have to keep in mind is that the data shows that in 2021, there was the highest rate of invasion in the last 36 years. There were 21 requests for formal help by Yanomami people. On the 3rd of May of 2022, a journal of Roraima State announced on the 25th of April of 2022, a serious complaint in the Yanomami indigenous land triggered a series of questions and investigations by the federal police. The report is that a 12-year-old Yanomami girl died after being raped by gold miners who illegally exploit the region. During the searches, the community was found burned and there was no one there. In January of this year of 2023, the news explodes with reports of humanitarian crisis. The tropicalist Dr. André Silveira from the National Institute of Infectious Diseases of Oswaldo Cruz Foundation had been in Yanomami lands since Monday, the 16th of January. In recent days, he says he had witnessed the worst health and humanitarian situation he has ever seen. Despite the illnesses, the journey of health professionals to the Yanomami villages has been blocked by miners in recent years who have taken control of health centers and airstrips. The miners took over health bases, set fire to one of them, and took over the airstrips. They are there armed with machine guns controlling 7 airstrips within the territory. on the airstrips that could still be used by health professionals, it was not always possible to find a government aircraft to transport them. In the last week of last December, 4 Yanomami children died without being able to be rescued, and the rescue helicopter was broken. Some photos were released with shocking images of cases of malnutrition among the elderly and children. Among them was an elderly woman who the image showed her standing on top of a scale, being supported by a health agent. This Sunday, the 22nd of January of 2023, her death was announced. In view of the tragedy in the region, the federal government declared on Friday a public health emergency of national importance in the Yanomami indigenous land. The last time Brazil declared such an emergency was in 2021,